Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Marvel's Midnight Suns for what I suspect might be kind of a stuffed episode. I think we're going to have a pretty busy night followed by a story mission during the day, and who knows how long this episode is going to take.
Blade is like the gym coach you don't want to get.
Actually, can you hold on? I want to do the Eddie Brock thing first. Where's Eddie at? Eddie, my buddy.
I have
my dude.
You guys really put the home in home base. This is an impressive setup.
I hope the accommodations are better than what my mother provided.
Your mother gave me a lot of stuff. Most of it was grief. Thanks again for what you did for me. As if my past wasn't complicated enough, your mother added a fresh pile of regrets.
At this point, I don't think continuing to choose darkness is going to have any effect, and we're certainly not going to get enough light points to swing back the other way and pick up any light rewards, so we can just kind of say whatever, I think.
You are part of a much larger battle. I am glad to have you on our side.
And I'm glad I'm on the side that lets me control my own body.
Can I trust you to work with Peter?
Look, Parker and I have a complicated history, but it's water under the bridge. Well, I guess we're still building that bridge. But we have bigger fish to fry. From the bridge. Yeah, but enough about us. Can you trust me after everything that happened? I mean, I kept trying to eat you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to not make him feel like he's awkward alone at the very least.
You are a different person. I cannot blame you for my mother's control.
Oh, that's a relief. Thought it might be weird between us. Wanna hug it out? Sorry, I just made it awkward, didn't I?
No more than Peter Parker does.
So, now that we've cleared the air, I'm a little worried about the deal we made with the devil. That's the first time I've meant it literally.
Okay, how are they going to put a reference to the joke? Like, that was an occasion where I feel like the text that was on the button and the thing that was actually said were so completely different that they just, like, those two options should not have been linked. Well, it's maybe not the first time, but, you know, it usually isn't that bad. Like, why would the text on the button be a reference back to the thing obviously trying to put him at ease, but then not have any of that in the dialogue? Like, it really does feel like the people who wrote the dialogue and the people who wrote the visible text were not allowed to, like, look at each other's work or anything and just had to fully guess what the other person might do. And then everything was just kind of slapped together by a third party later. Yeah, hey, what's the point in worrying? We're here now.
No point in worrying. We will deal with Mephisto when and if the time comes.
With Mephisto, it's always a matter of when.
If the world ends, we shall never know.
I'm glad you sound confident. The symbiote and I are on the fence. No offense, but I hear there's a gym here, and I'm itching to check it out. I'm gonna do that, unless you need something else.
Sounds good. Have a good workout.
I'm around if you need me.
As ever, we probably don't need more text. Okay, so now Venom is properly on the team roster. So let's check some stuff out here. Okay, so he's got a couple of copies of that. Yeah, I mean, we know it's going to be 4 cards, 2 copies each. Tendril Strike is very whatever. I like web toss a lot. We do not have a lot of this kind of effect. That said, if we're planning to use magic, this kind of effect is a little bit less valuable than it might otherwise be because we have extra moves laying around a lot of the time. Also kind of curious about his outfits. So first of all, this Abbey outfit is okay, apparently. Right. So I guess this gives me a reason to go and open up chests again, because now we can get cosmetics for him. Okay, I do like the anti-venom vibe. He's got some interesting color schemes here. Well, Carnivore is like, this is the team colors, right? I made everybody else wear team colors, so I feel like it's only fair. All right.
I know you're busy.
Yeah, hold on just a second, Tony. I'm having a really good time denying you my attention. It feels great, actually. Okay, in the last patch they went to some to some length to make the difference between the opened and unopened chests greater, which I do appreciate. That chest was... So we can grab some wolfsbane and stuff. Did I go the right way? I did go the right way. It's... Oh, right. Through this broken wall. I remember. There we go. There's some new stuff. Oh, right. And we can get additional pellets for people's... for the Midnight Sun suits that we're unlocking for other people. Is there another orange up right now? No, then I probably won't stress. We'll just keep saving keys for the oranges. I mean, is there really much of a difference, though? Yeah, maybe not. Maybe it's not worth it.
Was this bowl always here?
I see they didn't fix this weird interaction delay.
Oh, this looks like it belongs here.
Open the bowl and surrender to me the key inside. Yeah, I guess we'll just hit purples too. Let's hit the one by Shaw's Church. This one is... Wait, where is it relative to where it actually dropped me? It never, I'm never sure what direction we're facing. Oh, that's right, it's in the back corner. We go in here and then we turn left as we come out. I remember. Okay, I'm seeing some red. I'm seeing some stuff with some red in it. We might be able to get another thing going here. And I guess I'm cool with just spending all the keys. You know, I guess I had forgotten that you can get blueprints out of chests very occasionally. But it is probably not the case that... Where is this other one? Oh, it's on that low ground, isn't it? I'm really lazy. I'm not even going to walk back to the crossroads. Okay, so we want to go over... Do I have to go all the way back, or is this the right way? I think it's this. So I guess there's some very, very small chance, potentially, that a legendary blueprint could come from an orange chest, maybe? Probably low enough to not be worth worrying about. Oh, hell yeah. Well, there you go. We finally found a card that's better than the battlefield scanner. Oh, which I guess reminds me. Venom will have come with a new pair of researches too, won't he? Yeah, that might be a thing worth pursuing. I guess we can also open up all the commons that have spawned everywhere. Where is the here it is. Other blue that had respawned here was the one across the... Yeah, there it is. Get out of way. Sure, I think we're going to be, like, really stacked with things to do today, but why don't we just take a few minutes out and gather some clothing? We probably don't need to run around and grab everything, but let's grab some easy ones. So it seems like maybe it preserves your facing when you quick travel, because we definitely ended up fast traveling to two different facings here in the greenhouse, which seems like kind of a strange way to do it to me, because like There's no way you're determining you're facing pre-teleport based on what it will need to be post-teleport. They probably should have just picked a facing for each fast travel location, especially considering that there really aren't that many of them. But whatever, it's not a big deal. That chest is up here on this rise. No, there's a bunch of mushrooms, but I am all discombobulated. There it is. All right, I feel like we've gathered an awful lot of stuff at this point. Let's head back and really quickly before we do anything else.
Hey, boss. I need some help.
What other Venom stuff have we pulled here? So for the default appearance, okay, we've got a couple of different ways of being red and black Venom. Actually, I do like some of these better. That one's pretty cool. I mean, like, this is cool, but you have to admit it's a lot. I might be fine with a lot, though. A lot's cool. Then...
I know you're busy.
All right, fine. Tony, what? Wait, hold on. Hangouts. Sorry, Tony. Sadly...
Read some more.
No Robbie.
Maybe this library isn't totally useless. Did you know Cathal
I hate
wrote
this
the dark
sentence,
holes
but
inside a cave?
mechanically it really doesn't make any sense to hang out with Nico.
So much for the originality of Elder Gods.
Who are we at levels with? Like, is anybody actually going to bump from this? Here's what I want. That's right. It just doesn't show you on mouse over. Like, Blade and Robbie are the ones that I really want to try to push with. I think they're the only ones that I could reasonably get. Hey, we're not that far off of another level up with Wanda. Maybe she gets a little bit more exciting. It's tough, though. Her scaling is really, really bad.
Look at us.
I guess let's
working
try
as
it.
a team.
We gotta get stronger. Everyone.
She likes movies, right? She thought I would like movies. She doesn't seem like a fishing person.
You really aren't what I expected.
How so?
Agatha and Caretaker told so many stories. The idea of you was nearly beyond imagining, but the actual you, rather normal.
I thought I made a better impression.
You do. I wouldn't know how to speak with the person they described. But with you, the real you, it's so easy. It shouldn't be this easy. I always pictured a gulf between us.
The other Midnight Suns only had good things to say about you. I looked forward to meeting you.
I'm sorry it was under such negative circumstances.
The real you. I do not hold Lilith's control against you. You should not hold it against yourself, either.
This is nice. It feels better than I deserve.
No, it is exactly what you deserve.
And that is...
A chance.
And a very short, perpetually looping movie. There's a little bit of romantic something going on there, I think. A lullaby sung to children in Transia. I mean, maybe. She's probably not going to want this sports car candle. Madripoor in pictures. I don't know that this feels particularly appropriate. I wish there was a way to sort these. A Russian poetry book. really doesn't feel correct. I don't think this is going to land a snack box of root beers. Just a little bento box full of root beers. I'm gonna try this. Okay.
What a wonderful gesture.
Well, that'll be a level up. All right. Now that we've actually done all of our other business, I will give Tony Stark a few
Hunter,
minutes
buddy,
of my time.
Talk to me. Shop class is supposed to meet tonight.
So just the two of us?
Actually, when I asked Parker, he mentioned you stopped by. Said he could convince Robbie if I could get you to show.
I'm sure everyone has something to say.
Maybe. But I already said too much. I have to fix this.
We should not keep them waiting.
Time to face the music.
He seems contrite. I'm sure this is, going to resolve in the most obvious way and sort of hackneyed at that. But I am kind of hoping that Robbie will hit it.
And to apologize for the last time.
It's a nice sentiment, but a do-over doesn't have much appeal for either of us.
Yeah, I don't understand why we should keep giving you chances.
You shouldn't. Not if you don't want to. But hear me out, okay? I've been the person in charge for years. When I'm stressed, I can steamroll people who never expected it, and certainly don't deserve it.
That's what assholes say. To justify their behavior so they can keep being assholes.
Half of the Avengers agree with you. Look, nothing I did was justified. I was a jerk. And I'm sorry.
Okay.
Look, when you take away all the trappings of ungodly wealth, I'm just a guy who likes to make things. None of my friends were into this stuff. I was the only kid who saw beauty in exhaust manifolds, who spent hours poring over the guts of a microprocessor. That's all I want here, to make things with friends. As long as that's still an option.
That's the whole idea behind this? Okay, here's how we make this work. Tony Stark, CEO, is banned from shop class.
But making things, Tony? The guy we're talking to right now? He can stay.
That's more than fair.
Yeah, I mean, we all knew what end that was coming to. I have to say that's a very, we have already forgiven you kind of, it's very unearned. But we knew the writing was going to be sloppy no matter what the approach was, so let's just get there and get done with it, I guess. Can we...
Took Tony long enough to figure out shop class, huh? I thought his suit had the thicker skull.
You seem happier than I expected.
Of course I'm happy. Everything's back to normal. That's all we wanted. I'll let you get to it. Parker can't wait to dive in.
Glad that's over with. Feuding with Tony Stark is not an achievement I care to unlock.
Boo.
So, how about we make something new? So, the Hulk.
You designed a prototype that will defeat him?
No.
Then what about the Hulk?
We don't know if any of this is going to work. But in theory, and I have to stress the theory, we think we can keep you alive for 6 seconds more than Central's models project. Maybe 7.
We should just build it.
That's what I like to hear. I finally have a use for the components you handed me. I'm ready to put this together. How about you?
I just said just do it.
I am ready.
Okay. Apply 3 weak is kind of fine. See, I'm a little unsure because if the next fight with the Hulk is like the last one, we extremely don't need the Gamma Agitator, right? And it would be more sensible to take a thing that's sort of like broadly useful. Yeah. I'm not super afraid of the Hulk, actually.
I think that was our best work. Everyone did their part. I'm ready to call it a night. How about you?
I am ready to go.
Hey, Robbie.
Okay, all that stuff out of the way. Let's finally go to sleep. And then we should see what Venom's upgrades at the Forge are. Hopefully there'll be something useful. Speaking of achievements, as Peter Parker was, I did notice something. So I got an achievement for hitting maximum dark balance. And we have a friendship message. And I was curious, because there's one for max light and one for max dark, so I was curious how many people play which way. And apparently, something like 17% of people have the light, the 200 light achievement, and only 4%, a little under 4%, have the maximum dark, which is interesting, I think, given the way the dialogue choices are designed. And, like, most of the time, light and dark, like, if there's a meaningful difference between them, the dark one is the, like, caring about other people option, which is... and also, Dark Hunter seems so powerful. I am really curious how different the experience of playing a Light Hunter is. But yeah, okay. Friendship level? Sure, let's do it.
What are you doing out here, Wanda?
Was feeling nostalgic and wanted to visit some old haunts. This is where it all started, you know. Where Agatha decided to take me under her wing and teach me all the magic tricks I wasn't supposed to know.
Boy, everybody sure did like this one window. I feel like the top option and the bottom option are both like trying to express the bond between us, right? In this way, we are the same, but I don't. There's not a super meaningful difference between them. I feel like. I guess this one does a little bit more of. This one is a little bit more of an expression that is about Agatha's character while getting across that idea. So
Agatha was daring, often taking risks on people.
You mean taking risks on people she shouldn't?
That is not what I meant.
I know. I'm sorry, it's just... I still feel responsible for her not being here. She always believed in you, you know. Talked about you all the time. There was a lot of pressure to live up to your legend.
Wanda, what was Agatha teaching you exactly?
I'm not so sure you want to know, or I want to tell you.
Either way, I would rather there be no secrets between us. Secrets have a way of eroding trust.
Yeah, they do, and you're right. Okay, here it goes. Agatha thought I could prevent the Midnight Sun. Prevent the prophecy.
She said that?
I think she was training me to be you.
Wait. Do you mean to say she was training you to be the hunter? To be me?
that is what she just said.
Basically, yes.
It is actually still just the same, like, medium distance close up, but at least with them having positioned a wall in the middle of it, they're trying to do a little bit of direction, and I do appreciate this.
I'm sorry the weight of stopping the Midnight Sun was put on your shoulders. You did not deserve that.
And I couldn't handle it either. Luckily for me, and the world, my girl Nico managed to resurrect you. So, it's not all left to me to screw up. And believe me, Hunter, I would have screwed it up. I haven't even been able to trust myself enough to go back to the library and continue my studies. I don't want anyone else to end up like Agatha.
Wanda, you cannot continue being so afraid of your own shadow. You need to start learning to accept yourself.
I know. It's just... A lot of guilt and shame to work through.
Wanda, you should never be ashamed of or feel guilty about your gifts. Let me help you work through your fears and become more comfortable standing in your power.
You would do that for me?
When I am done with you, Wanda, your knowledge of the arcane will surpass even Dr. Spooky himself.
All right, deal. Just don't say I didn't warn you.
Okay, Scarlet Witch and her combo partner gain resist. I mean, that's something. I'm definitely not, playing hero combos all that often, but is there an easy way of viewing when we're on someone's page? Do they show all of their combo effects? Or is it just on the hero combo itself when you draw it in combat that you can see the combo effects that people have? Because at this point we have several such effects from people, and it would be nice to have them all visible. But okay, I mean, whatever, it's fine. So to the research. Wait, is that nope, not a question mark. A book about growing up with trauma for, literally everyone who lives here.
Oh, you are gonna love this.
Okay, is this the Venom thing? Pay intel to modify general missions. Okay, we rarely have loose intel anyway because it just, it takes a lot of time to get intel. You have to actually put forth effort to gain intel. Let's, I guess, make this today's research.
We are finally getting some decent tech down here.
May as well build this thing before we open up that gamma coil.
Ooh, new coil. Let's get to work. Sometimes, I even impress myself.
Really? That's a rare card. Huh. That's actually pretty good. That seems like a good one. Holy Gift modified to be +4 heroism is kind of cool. The Dark Heal. Dark Heal with that particular mod is actually kind of interesting.
We never close.
I don't think I'm going to take this. Let's re-roll that one. This card seems fine, I guess. What is it upgrade into? Maybe it... Okay, it becomes free. Yeah, this card for free is definitely more compelling. Okay, well, let's take the Insatiable Hunger then. And then, I guess, Web Throw? Like, we might actually use Web Throw if we use Spidey again. Okay, feeling pretty alright about all of that.
Coil. Send it my way.
We should probably hang out with Eddie at a haven or something. I mean, we may as well press on heroism as hard as we can.
Who left a magic ooze on these barbells? Remember to wipe down your equipment.
These barbells? My dude. He's a mite confused. So we don't have the option of hanging out at the gym, which is the only thing I know about him, is that he likes working out. So we could take him somewhere scary. He doesn't feel like a painter. A nature walk, I guess, could be... maybe? This is like a hike. This is a kind of working out.
If you see me talking to Dr. Strange later tonight, come get me.
Why? What are you planning?
I'm planning on doing anything other than talking to Dr. Strange. He goes on and on about mystical artifacts this and ancient Asgardian runes that.
Okay, if I see the two of you talking, I will run up to you in tears.
That might be overkill.
I don't know anybody's gonna buy that.
Say you need my help with something.
I will tell him that Tony's head got stuck in the toilet.
How would that... I don't think that's believable.
We need to use your symbiote plunger hands.
Never mind. I'll just deal with Strange on my own.
Okay, I figured he seems like the kind of guy who wouldn't mind maybe a little bit of ball busting. All right. Root beers of Canada. I don't think Eddie Brock is Canadian specifically. I don't know who Gross Candy is for, really. Is he an artist? I mean, he's a photographer, right? It's probably not the same thing as just like, here, I would like a photo frame. If I give him a comic of Spider-Man, how is he going to feel about that? That's probably not a winner. Horror bursts forth, meat market, brood of demonic children. It's maybe a little on the nose. But I might go that way. I might just go for that one. Well, he's got it. This has got to be a good one for him, right? Here, I got you meat.
This is better than fresh steaks.
No, it's not. But it's similar to fresh steaks.
Well, we came, we saw, we did a thing.
Okay. So, story mission time, right? Let me make sure that I know what we're doing. Okay, so Captain America, nobody else in particular, so we can commit people as we will. Whoa, hey there.
The temple. It's been ages since...
Trying to take care of dog. I'm not allowed to interact with dog.
You have not set anything on fire today, have you?
I actually have no idea, but I'm going to reward you either way. Let's be honest. Oh, cool. More Charlie level ups. Could theoretically be relevant, because, you could be,
Birds on my plate. But this wasn't half bad.
you could be using that legendary card that pulls Charlie in for combat. Robbie is available. Robbie is not available. Then Blade. Yeah, right? Do I think there's a chance that I'm going to actually try to use Wanda? Maybe. Venom's already boosting. I mean, Blade definitely has some utility. He's a lot more exciting if you can get a bleed on people. Blade could be the other slot, maybe.
I'm ready when you are. Ready to work?
It is tough. It's tough to want to, it's tough to have to pick.
Peace.
All right, we have lots and lots of upgrade
Never know
resources that I
when
just
surprise
haven't been
vampires
spending.
might strike.
And I think I'm okay with that. So, story mission. It's the end of the line for Crossbones. Yes, it is about time we murdered that dude. Hold on a second, actually. Let me make sure that Captain Rogers is reasonably upgraded. Also, he didn't have an outfit that really looked, a combat outfit that I felt was cool in like black and red. He's got a couple, but they really emphasize the black too much. I think they're just like a little boring, right? Like that is way too red. This, I guess, it's not totally out of line, but I don't know. I just don't really like any of them. Anyway, the reason I actually came in here, your deck. So you are using all upgraded cards. But would I like to get the Brooklyn Handshake in here? It does as much damage as upgraded Punch. It doesn't have the taunt. We have an upgraded Dig In. I do like Dig In. And Shield Bounce is really good. Honestly, his deck is not terrible. I do not hate the place that it is in right now. I might say that we are overcommitted to Quick Punch, but at least it draws a card. Yeah, I'm gonna drop this because quick punch also taunts, right? We don't need a dedicated taunt. Do I want to go to the trouble of upgrading that? Honestly, probably
There's no
not.
stopping Cathon's return. We have to explore other options.
It's fine. He's gonna return. I'm just gonna kill him, just like Mom was preparing me for. So just bring Robbie till we can max Robbie out. Let's maybe change some of these up. Am I allowed to have a Mark 1 battlefield scanner also? Oh, I think I spent all of the ones we had, the entire one. Yeah, that's fine. That should cover a lot of the common dangers. Captain America looking very
Crossbones
natural.
seems very eager
Very
to
much
see
like he
you.
belongs here.
We're dropping right into the heart of Transia. Don't let Crossbones turn those poor people into shields.
I'm getting angry just thinking about it.
All right, maybe we will. Maybe we would have been better off bringing magic, because this might actually be like, if this is the final Crossbones boss fight, it could actually be difficult, and I might want to have my most valuable players alongside. But like, it's not like Robbie's bad, right? And Rumlow's not actually like, is he a super guy? Did he get super soldier serumed? I'm not super familiar with Crossbones from the comics. It does seem like everybody's got super soldier serumed at one point or another in some way. So maybe hitting him with a car wouldn't kill him, but what if it was a demon car and we hit him with it twice? The sort of slow, gentle way that thing reached down didn't really sell the jump scare.
Almost gotta give them credit. Almost. Fire! This is mercy compared to what's coming next. Besides, I wasn't talking to you.
You want to dance with someone, Rumlow? Dance with me.
About friggin' time!
So to be clear, what they were trying to sell me there is that Hydra wouldn't dare to harm a civilian. All of the Hydra soldiers totally balk when ordered to shoot a civilian.
This place is going to hell in a handbasket, and Crossbones seems intent on taking the locals down with it.
You can always count on Captain Boy Scout. and
Gunship assault
Posse to come
zones, got it.
running. Anytime there's screaming nobodies to rescue.
I'm not about to stand by and let you kill these people, Rumlow.
Okay, you could be doing this while I have
I
control.
was hoping to get you riled up.
Lilith must be desperate if these are her best.
All right. We're going to burn through heroism real fast here. Also, these gunship attack zones seem relatively serious in terms of total damage output. So we have an awful lot of people targeting the Hunter. I am thinking about just slamming the Hydra Mystic into the vulnerability ley line and then having at her. Let's do a little bit of redrawing. It would be awfully cool if we could find a, wow, okay. We only get Ghost Rider cards.
Prepare yourself.
their approach.
Oh, sure, sure. I think I am just going to heal for the cards. Just like looking for something that's going to do a little bit more damage. But the heroism doesn't hurt either.
You have my thanks.
Okay, quick punch to draw a card as well. I feel like this guy is kind of out in the middle of nowhere.
Watch my back. It's nice of Lilith to keep restocking the practice dummies for us.
On KO, the target explodes for 65 damage. Just absolutely pathetic. Mind bending the sniper in this situation would be really good, right? So I want to reveal him just about any way I can. Obviously, we could drive a car. Well, I'm going to lose my mind bender if I do it with the car, though. So probably what I want to use is a lash. But I'm not going to be able to lash this guy into him because of, yeah. And I can't target him with the lash. Yeah, that's really awkward. I think we just have to not kill that guy with the quick ability. Does it matter who I use for this? There's no reason for it not to be you.
Vengeance.
We will not be discouraged.
This will be your end.
And then I guess we have an interesting question here, whether it makes more sense to mind bend the marksman to kill the mystic or vice versa. I think we want to do the mind bend here. Dealing with the mystic is such a pain in the ass, and the snipers are way less hard to deal with when we have the car. Pretty solid. All right, there's no timer on the interrogation stuff. All right, can you shoulder charge this guy to death? Just pick up a soul for Robbie.
Know their fear.
And then we could hell ride some nerds, but nobody would actually die, so it's probably not worthwhile. Maybe the move here is just rescue a civilian now. You're gonna mark the you're not actually going to attack this turn, so I'm not too stressed. Yeah, let's just rescue a civilian here.
This is not the place for you.
It's a good time to have an extra redraw. Do I... Can I hit him to Steve? No. Alright, that's fine. We'll save it.
Never surrender.
For a Hydra!
Ah, that's a shame. I was really hoping Weak would not be the
I do
one.
not think I will forget that. They move to the shadows.
Might be able to do a little bit of that my own self. Okay, I would love to rescue that
We
civilian.
already knew you were a coward, Rumlow. What are you trying to prove by hurting these people?
I don't need to prove anything to you. I just like watching a bunch of so-called heroes squirm.
You will answer for these crimes, one way or another.
So how do we want to deal with this? I mean, I definitely need to pick up some new cards. Just turning invisible is not a bad play. Oh, I can't knock him over the railing. That's a shame. Since they didn't generate us any new weak enemies, this is actually kind of hard to make good use of. Gosh, where the hell are all of my hunter cards? Okay, that's the draw a card one, which is not ideal, but it's, you know, we could probably work with that. So, alright, what if it's Robbie hits this thing to knock you into the vulnerability spot?
You have been judged.
Alright, pretty easy from there, I think. We have one more person focused, so I need to do a little something here. I was kind of hoping to draw some taunts or whatever. I mean, I should probably just wild strike this guy, right? Let's just handle it.
Your time has come. Hell that.
It's Tactician again. Well, it does draw me some cards. Lets me figure some things out at least. I gotta feel like a shield throw would do some really excellent work here.
Hope they're ready. Help is at hand.
Okay, shield bounce acquired. However, would I be better served blade storming, which if I set it up right, kills the guy attacking Robbie by putting him into the gap there. So I could shield bounce and just pull both of these enemies onto Steve. I'm definitely not getting that interrogate, and I'm fine with that. This might even kill the other dude. I'm gonna go for this. This is a little bit riskier, but
I can handle it.
we get him? We get him? Hell yeah.
The darkness builds within you, Hunter.
The darkness has really kind of crested already. Thank you. Okay, yeah, we can do the rescue, and then I still have my normal move left for the turn.
I have cleared one of the innocents.
I'll just be over here. Thanks. That's some solid shooting there, Rumlow. Keep up the good work. Alright. Just got to generate a little bit of heroism here.
How many times has it been now, Stevie? How many fights
Control.
over the years? Think I lost count?
If I had known it would have come to this, I would have made sure to finish the job last time. Here we go. They're not going to like this.
Alright. I'm just going to go ahead and save the civilian now. They did spawn a lot of dudes. Is the shield bounce area large enough to kill? Okay, so it's large enough to kill those three and also taunt that guy.
Here it comes.
I can see why your friends put their trust in you.
I know we didn't have to kill them, but like, why would I not, right? And then... Am I allowed to dig in on self? And then obviously we heal and like move, or we save the person with the heroism and move and whatnot.
Roger that.
Yeah, that'll show him.
Just the boost I needed.
All right, so Hunter, go rescue the civilian.
I have freed one of the civilians.
Okay. And then Robbie just like stand over here. Just move to the side a little bit. And then I guess the question is, do we want to use the discard for a shoulder charge? It's probably not worth it, right?
Get out of there!
Sorry, y'all. Steve Rogers is borderline invulnerable.
You have earned weak, even for height.
So obviously we don't have to do anything here, but it is fun to kill the enemies. There's a chance this is going to be one of those situations where we get the carryover, right? Where it ends up putting us in a different spot, but we maintain some of our stats. I'm kind of thinking maybe we just play the call to action, just to see if we can bank that much heroism for the next stage, and then like, yeah, you just kind of move over here. Honestly, Steve can probably just take it on the chin, but why would I do that? Oh, I'm not allowed to pull down the lamppost on him. Yeah, that being the case, let's discard the Hellmouth. Let's discard maybe the Quick Slash. Or this, you know, we're not really using it. All right. I have to imagine this is going to lead into another fight immediately where we're actually... Ooh, okay. Animation engine still having problems. But yeah, another fight immediately where we're actually fighting Rumlow, right?
Got a little surprise for you, Hunter. A blast from the past. For real.
I thought that thing died with Faustus.
I kept a few around for special occasions. Crazy old bastard be smiling in his grave right now. If I left you something to bury.
You'd blow us all apart with that thing? Just to keep these people from leaving?
And you thought Faustus was mad.
Orders are orders.
Come on, Rumlow. This is way past wrong and you know it. What the hell has gotten into you?
Exactly.
If that device detonates...
We lose the bridge. We lose everyone here. We end this. Now.
I'm still doing a lot of hovering. Also, I feel like that puts a level of stupidity on Captain America that I do feel is kind of out of character. Well, Rumlow wouldn't, like, do a thing that was wrong or mean. Okay, delay detonation to increase the timer. Retry to upgrade.
What was it you said?
All right.
You regret not finishing me off before? Put up or shut up? I think I'm gonna carve that one on your tombstone.
You want a showdown, Rumlow? You got one.
I would be more worried about that bomb. Hack the interface console.
We did not get to
Might
keep
be
our
able to
heroism.
delay the blast, at least long enough to deal with Crossbones.
These computers
So we kept our
are not my
health
specialty.
levels, and we didn't keep the offense buff. I wonder if we would have kept the cards. I mean, I'd like to hit him into that. It's probably not worth repositioning for it, though. Yeah, let's just go ahead and...
Just like old
Is
times.
Rumlow... Oh, hey, the level cap. Champion levels are infinitely repeatable and give a small boost to health and offense. Oh, there's New Game Plus. Sure, I guess. There's not really a good reason for there to be a New Game Plus, but I suppose at the same time, there's not really a good reason for there not to be. So all of the enemies are quite close to some explosives. We don't have to single anybody out, but I do think I'd rather save this. So you can be the guy we drop to get the shield throw. Okay, I'm not going to be able to hit all of them. I can hit all three of these guys, which feels pretty whatever. Honestly, probably not a good use of the heroism. Because, like, we can hit them all with our car, too. In fact, that feels like the move. Just set up a hellmouth somewhere. Then Robbie walks over to here. Is there anything else I would really like to do prior to pressing that button? Do I want a last sight, or do I want to just use the drained soul that will be generated when we kill all these dudes? I think I'd rather save our last card play for the drained soul. Or even this? Yeah, I don't know. My point is, I don't think we need to do a thing now. Can I do this? No, I can't really do this without hitting the explosives. Whatever, it's fine.
With those powers, I would have guessed you were aligned with Lilith.
Okay, so he's got his shield. So we could drain soul him for a little bit of Robbie's health. I actually am going to... Can I continue redrawing this to upgrade it more? Yeah, let's just do that. Alright, that buys us an awful lot of time.
I'm gonna rip you a new one. If you run, I'm just gonna shoot you in the back. Vengeance fears no one.
We are not out of this yet.
Alright, how bad is the wound? 81
As much as
damage.
Crossbones has earned a good
It's not the
thrashing,
worst thing in the world.
I would really keep an eye on that bomb.
We're handling it.
So I think I am going to pull everybody off of Ghost Rider with a dig in here. That feels smart. Please don't wrestle the camera away from me like that. But Steve is going to run over and do it. Okay, so let's start by having Ghost Rider shoulder charge somebody. Maybe we'll get lucky. Okay, I don't think it's a big loss that didn't work out.
Looks like you could use a hand.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
I get it. Remember, like in the movie? So... we do have the car again. I don't think it's worth playing Drain Soul this turn. I'm not going to play this Immolate. Let's redraw that. Let's also redraw this. We have cards for other people. Oh, you know, that's actually interesting. So So quick top up on Robbie, a little bit of damage on some other people. It's not amazing, but it does get me out of the grenade area.
Your fate is sealed. You are lucky to still be breathing.
And it gets this guy low enough to drop him with the Wild Strike, which is something. Yeah, let's just do that. Because we need to get through Rumlow's entire shield in one turn for it to really matter, right? I suppose I could do this, leave him at 173, and then we could do like a... No, the vault wouldn't be sufficient. All right, yeah. That's fine. We're doing a pretty good job of burning his health pool down with just one attack per turn.
Your best.
And then do I want to spend a heroism? No, I mean, that guy's going to die to the counter. We probably don't need to.
Let's get it on. Time to bleed.
This is why I carry a shield.
Is that daze going to cancel out the counter, I wonder?
Normally, I'd say persistence is admirable.
Yes.
More souls come.
Well,
for judgment.
I think that guy ran into grenade range, so we probably don't... Yeah, it doesn't actually matter.
My gaze, your guilt is clear.
Alright, so you have 700 HP. So I'm definitely just letting Robbie get hit. If I do that, let's have Robbie just like run out here and throw a box at this guy, I guess, just to get him clear.
All will be judged.
Let us see if they have an answer for this. You had the chance to escape.
Oh, that didn't put me on the other side of him, right? Shit. Okay, I'm fine. I'm okay.
Just another scar.
All right, so she's in position to maybe get hit kind of hard. So we don't have a way of generating more heroism at the moment. $135 would bring him low enough to Hellride him, but I'd have to generate a huge amount of heroism to do that. Let's drop the bad Hellride. Okay, just a heal on the Hunter is not horrible. As a way of trying to find our way out of this. I don't think we're going to need this delayed dead. Oh, that's right. I can't drop it. Never mind.
Behold the light's gift. Let us see if they have an answer for this.
Okay, shield bounce is like very whatever in this situation. I think I'm just going to do the car thing. Actually, first I'm going to knock these two into each other. Because the car thing wasn't going to kill him otherwise. And now I just hit him with the car. This isn't going to break Rumlow's shield, but I can't break Rumlow's shield this turn no matter what I do. We can at least get rid of one of these enemies.
Your suffering begins.
I can only imagine what sins they were guilty of to deserve that.
Alright, 81 ain't so bad. And he's got boosted HP already, so yeah, he'll be fine.
I get paid by the job, not the hour. Let's make it fast. Kiss this. Your kin grows with every strike.
That really was not a very impressive hit. Neither time, in fact.
They are being reinforced.
Alright, so Rumlow's down for the turn. Do I want to just... Yeah, I can just get him with the Drain Soul, right?
He never had any intention of leaving here.
Hey, the old broad radio guest. This is only the beginning of your
Alright,
penance.
one more. Do we need a Tactician here? Are these the only two? Okay, no, there's another guy here. What is the right way to deal with this? We're not getting to Bladestorm no matter what. We don't need to delay detonation this turn, but it's probably a good idea to. Yeah, let's spend a couple of redraws buffing one of these. We'll have Robbie, I guess, go do it. Robbie Reyes, expert computer hacker. So it looks like I can kill you for one. You can just catch the move. The hunter's no longer vulnerable, so I don't have to stress too much. I think I am going to Tactician here.
I'll make good use of this. Typical Hydra.
No, I want you to... There we go. This is really difficult to get her to get the cursor to select those. Okay. And then... Yeah, Hunter just takes a hit. I think that's fine.
That will not slow me down.
Reinforcements on approach. It's too bad your friends have to go down with you. But at least you won't have to carry them on your conscience for long.
We came here by choice, and we will all leave together.
Heroes never say die, right?
So we're not in an awesome place here for shield breaking this turn. We could do that to just pop the shield up. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be really hard to make use of this quick slash, to make good use of this quick slash. Yeah, I think the move is going to have to be something like I run down here. We can afford to spend our extra move this turn. It's not a big deal. Oh, no. Oh, that sucks. Well, maybe I just wasted that move. Because I think in that case, I'm going to lash. I definitely want this to happen.
Only the innocent.
But I thought we were going to be able to get him there with the normal knockback.
I think you got him.
All right, and now there's a question as to how much effort it's going to take to maybe get another quick off of this guy. It's probably not happening, unfortunately. I don't see us hero comboing here. Another lash is interesting, I suppose. Were I to lash this guy... Okay, we can get to 66. Ricocheting him off of things in the environment is not as valuable. What if I threw him at Steve? Because this would be pretty slick if this worked out. Show me something else. Okay, last sight is... Yeah, last sight's interesting. Where am I at on my collar?
Hydra standards have fallen a great deal.
Alright, collar buildup is like almost always going to be worth it. Is there anything in the environment I could throw him into that'd be like really compelling? I guess I could throw him at the hunter. That's not terrible, but I'm probably better off just lashing this guy and hoping. None of this stuff feels particularly meaningful. We got a couple of built-up extra redraws here. Yeah.
We've got to stick together.
You finally got a piece.
That seems pretty fine. And then, like, do I just use Lash to do some damage to this guy then? 'Cause it probably doesn't make any sense to Blade Storm. Yeah. Let's bounce him off Cap.
Now that was something.
Not the card draw I was looking for.
It's about time. I hope you leave enough room for my fist. Ram it into your stomach and break your damn spine. You can't run and you can't fly.
Okay, questionable toss there. That's actually a really interesting throw. Does that do anything other than damage?
You know all too well the punishment that awaits you. Judgment will be swift.
Oh, so he started the turn... Okay, if he puts up his shield during my turn, the refresh is not when I was expecting it to be. That's actually really interesting. I think at this point we can probably quick slash this guy lethally. It would leave him at 7. Really? Ugh.
All who serve Lilith will fall.
Alright, that should show us a couple of cards. There we go. So you... Okay, this is pretty good. So we'll do some damage to his shield. We'll dump this guy, unfortunately alive. Maybe I'd be better off just making use of the quick. Yeah, probably.
Accept your fate.
Wow. Okay. Just forced him down through the ground. And this seems like a pretty good time to fuck that shield up. Alright, do I have the ability to generate one more point of darkness? We're not doing quick slash. Because I would love to hold on to the crit wild strike to really just like go over his head. We don't need the interrogate. I'm not playing interrogate this turn. Okay, cool.
You had your chance in this thing. This is a serious predicament for you.
Sorry, but I'm gonna live.
You think so? You think that's the outcome
Welcome,
that we're looking at here?
You have earned this.
That's not gonna stop me.
Oh, he gets to reapply the shield now despite the normal rules because of the fact that he got stunned out of it instead of it breaking normally. So then I think doing this taunt him back to Steve?
Hardly a flesh wound. It's gonna take more than that.
No, okay. Worth it.
Let's get it on. This is gonna sting.
Alright, Ghost Rider's health's a little bit lower than I would like.
About to get messy.
Brace yourselves, people. Company's coming.
Yeah.
I have crossed paths with many assassins. None have ever managed to impress.
Does this knockback do it? Yes.
I'm on.
That's a cool attack.
I knew we could do it. Did that actually work?
You can never really tell with these things.
Ah, screw it.
The core! It's overloading!
No wonder the old man kept this all buried so long, huh, Rogers?
Stop rambling and hang on, Rumlow.
He must have known this would happen. Always was one step ahead of everyone. Except for you.
Why don't we talk about this when...
I'll say hi for you. When I see him.
Go!
Hail Hydra!
Not in my lifetime.
I'm a little surprised that was fast enough for the 3-star. The scene is very formulaic, and it just kind of doesn't hit because neither Steve nor Crossbones is really developed. Like, it's very much relying on your previous familiarity with the characters because they didn't want to bother to put in the work here. Neither one of them are really developed in any meaningful way within this work. And I guess, like, to some extent, you can rely on that with popular characters, but, like, I've read a bunch of stories containing Steve Rogers, at least, and that didn't work on me at all. Okay, so a little bit of friendship XP earned for Robbie, which is of import. And also, we must talk to Wanda now here in the evening.
Love me a good mystery thumb drive.
I guess let's go ahead and see what... Oh, wait, she's outside. Let's go ahead and see what this is before we call it for the day.
Time for Agatha's ritual.
Oh, right.
The moon can't get any more right. Are you ready?
Are you?
I'm prepared as I can be. And I'll have some additional help.
Who?
Agatha asked me to recruit a few of the others.
It is hard to believe everyone just agreed to this.
Agatha had me tell them what only she could have known. Except Strange, he came without question. He had a twinkle in his eye, as though he already knew.
We should go.
I'll lead the way.
Okay, that really is quite a few people. It's hard to imagine Wolverine being of much utility here.
Everyone's here. We're almost ready to begin.
What else do we need?
The braziers indicate the ritual boundary. Once you light them, we can begin.
I will be right back.
Provided I can actually get to them with all of the invisible walls and nonsense collision. For example, y'all, you could just move aside.
Fires are lit. Any last words before we begin? Once we start, there's no going back.
Let us begin. What do you need me to do?
Stand back and make sure nothing disturbs us. The Grey Seneschal is a finicky ritual. Agatha Harkness, can you hear me?
I can.
The Grey Seneschal extends a hand. Shall you take it, knowing it may lead to your destruction?
I shall.
Do you willingly sever your bond to this world, knowing it may lead to your dissolution?
I do.
And will you open yourself to the Grey Seneschal, knowing it may lead to your possession?
I will.
Spoken, witnessed, and sealed. I will now begin.
Steady, Wanda.
I call upon the Grey Seneschal. Seize the spirit of Agatha Harkness and deliver her into this world. It's her.
Oh, I can see her. I can see...
Agatha?
Sarah, wait. She did not want you to find out like this. How are you here?
I couldn't find a keepsake. A simple spell said it was here.
The locket.
Wanda stole it. I nearly caught her outside my room, didn't I?
Wanda was the lookout. I am the one who stole it.
Why would you do that to me?
Agatha asked me to.
Asked? Why would you pull her back from her final rest? You should know better.
Sarah, she never left the Abbey. She has been here for months.
Then what are you? The Grey Seneschal. I won't let you do this to her.
Sarah, wait!
Wanda won't destroy her again. Sarah, no! What have you done to her?
Nothing worse than what you've done, Sarah.
Agatha?
You were the worst thing to happen to me. Oh, how I loathed our time together. It took death to finally free me of your insipid...
This isn't Agatha. Reveal yourself.
Hello, sweetling.
Mephisto.
Release Agatha. We have no quarrel with you.
I have quarrel with him.
You want me to simply give you this withered ecto-puppet? Calm down. Someone must know how this works.
It's always the same with you. The devil is here, and he's ready to bargain.
Ah, the hairy little creature remembers how it works.
No bargains. Release Agatha. Right now.
No, no, no. I'm willing to make a simple trade. Give me Ileana, and you can have this faded rag of a spirit.
It does feel a little bit like an extension of the game's "we only have 3 enemies" problem. It's just like after a certain point in the game, everything that happens in every plotline is Mephisto now. We had this many voice actors, all right, and I mean, we could just give him Ileana, right? She could full combo him. I'm not concerned about the outcome of that. I'm a little worried that if I say I'll consider it, Ileana would trust us, though, right? She would know that I'm not actually going to do this. How does it work? What are the terms of a deal with Mephisto, though? If I say I'll consider it, even if I don't mean it, that's not binding, is it? I'm just gonna tell him to go to hell.
No bargains.
Then I'll destroy her and leave.
Do not touch her.
What's going on with the camera work here?
I thought you were the true power here. But if you have no hold over the Queen of Limbo, you're as useless to me as this wizened phantasm.
Wait, I will speak with Ileana.
Good. But don't take too long. If you delay, I'll melt this shriveled spirit.
There is little to say.
Ileana, I am just stalling for...
Shush. There is little to say because I know how to push him out.
What is the plan?
If I banish him directly, he takes her with him. But if I channel my power through someone close to Agatha... Wham! Sucker punch. He loses control, I banish him, and Agatha stays behind.
Then why have you not done it already?
Channeling my power through a person causes lasting injury. I do not know who should bear this suffering.
The difficulty with the animation engine and things just like breaking constantly really does... No part of this moment works, but this ain't helping. It's really interesting that this is the dark option. Like, we've talked enough about how dark and light are usually meaningless, but when they do mean something, it's completely inconsistent. Because, like, this being the darkness option is way more consistent with the way the darkness was used at the beginning of the game. I mean, first of all, Logan can handle it. But, like, so can I. It's fine. I'll do it.
I can only offer myself.
Hunter, this is quite dangerous. Are you certain?
To save Agatha, defy the devil, and keep you from his clutches? Of course I am certain.
You are a fool. But you are the best fool I know. Give me the signal when you're ready.
Enough deliberations. Do we have a bomb?
Magic, what do we say to the devil?
We say... The devil can go to hell!
Agatha?
Sarah, you can hear me?
And see you.
What, no kiss?
And that's how I know it's you.
What you've done here, to bring everyone together,
It's not enough.
I've never been more delighted to tell you how wrong you are. This is so much better than we'd expected. We just need to finish it.
We? Does that mean you'll stay and help?
You thought I did all this to say goodbye? Oh, Sarah, you're hopeless.
Not anymore.
Look at that. Hunter, would you mind walking with me? They deserve some privacy.
Yeah, there's like 12 other people here, but sure.
Indeed.
Agatha's back. It worked.
We do well together.
I was thinking the same thing. So what now?
We should let them catch up.
Agreed. See you tomorrow. I'm going to bed and don't plan to set an alarm.
the like, oh, it's gonna be dangerous. Like, there's no sense of narrative danger or tension in this story because of the fact that AAA narrative design only goes forward. You know, like there was never any version of that wasn't going to work. There was never any version of consequences for me that were going to mean anything at all. It's just like everything is so like shrug whatever, and then we get to the one single appointed ending for the scene, no matter what choices I make, that it just like they can't make a moment like that feel intense the way the like story of the moment wants it to be intense, right? Because everybody knows there is absolutely nothing at risk no matter what happens. It's a real problem. It's a real problem, I think. I guess I might be the only one because, gosh, a whole lot of people buy games with narratives that work like that. I guess let's just go to sleep and we'll do the save on the morrow. But hopefully we've gotten to the point of the narrative now where it will finally be the case the caretaker isn't like the absolute worst all of the time for really no reason. Okay, and we got a private Superlink message from Venom because he wants to hang out, because he wants to be our best friend, because sometimes things in this game can be good. All right, that's going to be the end of that for today. Thank you all so much for watching. There we go. That kind of loaded eventually. When you come back, I feel like we're actually very close to the end of the narrative. We might not even have time to get Robbie Reyes up to maximum friendship, honestly. But I'm certainly going to try. And we'll see you then.